Hi, Days fans. It's Friday, August 27th, and we're doing the show at night again. 2 Fridays in a row.
Huge episode.
Yes. I totally had my hopes on the fact that somehow EJ was going to convince Sammy to forgive him today, and I think that would have been brilliant.
It's too early to play that card, though. That was obvious. It would have been over too early. They gotta play this out much, much longer.
Yeah, but I'm really not interested in a ping pong match between now and New Year's of Sammy and Rafe. And if that's where this is going,
it's too slow.
Not Sammy, Rafe.
It's not ping pong. It's too slow for ping pong. I think eventually she will end up with EJ, but this is way. They're playing this shot really, really long.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is appease both camps because they have gotten serious Rafe and EJAMI fans now, and they don't want to commit to either group and lose the other group.
Is this just not the same as Austin and Lucas and Carrie and Sammy? I mean, did Carrie bounce back and forth, always wanting Austin? Did she want anybody but Austin?
There was a time where she wanted Mike Horton.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Between Austin and Mike Horton and then back to Austin?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Anyway, we all thought that maybe she was going to forgive him, but it's too early to do that. So obviously she did not forgive him. EJ is devastated.
And it looks like Rafe has come in for the kill. You know, he's all helping the twins move out of the Demir mansion. He's the one to rescue her from Stefano, and Stefano's all like, "You're not taking these kids out of here." You know, now they're back at the Brady pub, hugging. How long before these two are back in each other's bed? I mean, really, how long?
It's going to happen, obviously.
Not
how, I don't know.
It's going to be soon. Keep in mind, this Labor Day weekend big reveal that everybody's been talking about, that's next weekend, people. Next weekend is Labor Day weekend.
EJ in the head.
I don't know if that happened. I don't know if that's happened Labor Day weekend.
I've heard rumors.
I've heard of Labor Day weekend being a big deal, and then I've heard of that, but I didn't know they were all... God only knows. We're just a couple that likes to watch days together.
I want to see a screenshot from an episode where EJ has his head shaved. That's it.
Alright, so if you got access to that, Jamie would like it.
No, but these little leaks or whatever.
Does he
have his head shaved?
I don't know, honey. I don't know anything about this topic.
Alright, well, if there is a real video out there, we would have this information. Anyway, what else was on the show?
Oh, no. Alright. Chad, tell me that Chad... Is Chad Demir living in some kind of tent on the lake? Because first Will says you can find Chad walking there every night just wandering around. And everyone that goes to the lake runs into Chad now. So I'm thinking he's living there. This is kind of like Mimi-esque when, like, after a while they figured out that Mimi was homeless.
That was before I started watching the show.
I'm telling you, we're going down that road with Chad.
Kate's a bit of a hypocrite. She's like all freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me. You knew this, and you didn't tell me about EJ kidnapping Sydney. And she's like, oh, like I don't even feel like I'm part of the family. What about that little secret she has that Chad is Stefano's son? You hypocrite.
And in the preview, she's like, I'm sick of all the secrets. I'm like, sweetheart, you better spill yours now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if Stefano's going to these great lengths to screw over Sammy right now, wait till he finds out he has a kid that you are keeping from him.
Yeah.
That is not going to be pretty.
What the hell were they all doing at the lake anyway? Why did Kate go there?
I'm starting to think that's the Demir personal lake.
The lake is the new Pier 7 or whatever.
It's perfect for picnics.
Yeah.
Random naked bodies.
Okay, so Chris, what's her face? Hartley. Lindsay
Hartley. Otherwise known as Ariana.
What is she up to? She fears this and goes running to EJ, which I've always wanted them to be a couple.
I did too, and I am heartbroken that that's not even a remote possibility now that they fired her. That, to me, is potential.
What's her name?
EJAMI.
That's right.
I have an EJAMI.
I always wanted EJAMI. I have an EJAMI t-shirt, and it's never going to happen.
It's in my closet. I don't even know if it's going to even be worth it
on
eBay.
Couldn't it? I mean, if they hadn't fired her, it could so...
Aside from that,
my God, EJ's single now.
They would be so freaking sexy hot.
Yeah.
So she shows up there in that super sexy dress, and she's like... And he doesn't even let her say anything before he's like, go ahead, love you, blah, blah. And I swear tomorrow she's going to be like, I'm here to be a friend like you were for me. And then
I feel nothing because I know she's
maybe
gone.
Maybe the writers will give us like farewell sex or something.
Oh.
That'd be crazy.
Do you know how much time we have for this to happen before she's gone? When's our last day?
No, I don't know her last day. I don't read this stuff because there's no way to find out anything that's going to happen in the future without knowing what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
All right.
So can I say the word sarcophagus a few more times?
I don't even know how to say that word, so I'm not going to even try.
What the heck is she going to do?
I don't think you pronounce the R. I think that R is silent, I think.
So how do you say it?
I think it's sarcophagus.
Oh, gosh.
I can say it better than you because I'm part Long Islander.
I think it's sarcophagus. Anyway.
It's spelled that way.
How about when Daniel and Chloe went over to Victor's?
Yeah.
Does he know?
Victor so knows. The way that I'm telling you, we've all been like, who could it be? Who could it be? And I said to JB this morning, it's got to be somebody we're not even anticipating. And Victor's gone through my head, but it doesn't make sense because both guys are close to him. But Philip being his son, he would rather it look like it was Daniel's because Daniel's just a godson.
But it's his grandson.
Yeah, but
if Philip is the father, it's his real grandson.
I think he'd be willing to let his grandson be raised by his godson, who's still
a
good
really
guy.
His son.
Yeah, we still think he's really his son.
And we have not run into any dead ends where that can't be true, right?
Well, other than the fact that if Philip is Victor's, then that would be disgusting.
Oh, that's right.
But in our little fantasy where Daniel is Victor's, then we say that during when Vivian stole the baby, she stole the wrong baby or something. Yeah.
So Victor is not a real Kyriakis.
Philip is not a real Kyriakis.
And why is it disgusting again?
Because otherwise, Philip will be sleeping with his niece, his biological niece, not like one of these Stephanie Max kind of niece things or Max Chelsea niece, a blood niece. Gets a lot more creepy.
Yeah. I always forget that.
Speaking of Molly Burnett, she catches Vivian there trying to get the goods on Maggie. How far is this going to go? Are we really, really going to see Maggie stuck in that thing?
I hope not.
I mean, are we really doing a repeat of that storyline? I've been joking about that, but really?
I hardly even acknowledge that storyline anymore. It's just so ridiculous. Even Maggie with Victor, it happened so quickly, out of nowhere. It's like all of a sudden Victor is just this freaking crazed horned devil who's got to run over to Maggie's all the time. It's crazy. God, he's like Hugh Hefner.
Oh,
my God.
Stop it. I don't want to hear about that. God,
he's like a 75 years old, gray hair. He's hitting on.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about Nicole and the FBI guy. Is he really with the FBI, or is he one of Stefano's goons going to get her?
What? Why was he wearing black gloves, or is that somebody else? Then he showed up.
Yeah, the one that was breaking into the apartment. It's August. Why you got gloves on, buddy?
What's something to do with fingerprints, but.
Well, an FBI guy trying to get into the one he's protecting's hotel room, he doesn't have to worry about fingerprints.
It was weird. It's not congruent, as we say.
I don't know. I think that we have pretty much covered everything that happened.
You know, I was still going over EJ's rap sheet earlier today. Oh, yeah. Drug dealer, kidnapper, torturer. Don't
say it. Don't.
I won't say the rape word. He tried to murder Philip. What else? He switched embryos. Attempted murder on Stephanie.
And was it Maggie?
Oh, John Black. Wasn't he part of the whole John Black thing, or was that completely stuff? No, when the
I
car
thought,
hit him.
I thought that was the murder he committed. Or attempted. Who did he really kill?
Philip? He tried to murder Philip. He doesn't murder anybody. He don't kill people.
No, but he's tried to kill a lot of people.
John Black. But he shot John Black, for Christ's sake.
Didn't he shoot Philip too? Or no, he had someone else shoot Philip.
But he was part of it. But he shot John Black.
Yeah, he actually physically shot him. Yeah. That's not good.
This is the guy that, when Roman says to Sammy, "You're making the biggest mistake of your life, Sammy." He needs, someday they're gonna cut the wires.
Oh my god.
I love that actor though. He's fantastic.
There's somebody else we can't meet now. God.
Christian Alfonso.
Stop it. You better cut it out. For the love of God.
Anyway.
Alright, I think we have said enough. I think we've got a couple that watches days together. What are you going to say now?
No, I was going down EJ's rap sheet.
I thought he had a very valid point when he's like, listen, sister, you took my baby. You were never going to tell me she even existed, and then took joy in telling me when the baby died. I'm like, go with your bad self.
I know I was going. When people say that, when people listen to Rome and give Sammy the talk, they're like, no, Sammy, don't listen to him. But they should.
Yeah.
With that, anyway.
They're really, if one does
they'll end up together. It'll be fantastic.
It's okay to still do what your parents tell you if you can't figure out what you need to do for yourself.
There's only one person that was more upset about the marriage than Roman. Maggie, Katie.
Peggy
McKay.
Carolyn. Oh my God.
Are you stupid?
So they decided they were going to make her edgier a few months back, and she's been like that with everybody. She calls Bo stupid. She calls Roman stupid. Everybody's
God, Rafe was like comparatively calm to Peggy McKay.
Oh God, Rafe never really gets too intense. I think he spent a lot of time in like a meditation cave or something.
Between EJ and
Oh, I know. EJ's like about to bawl his life out, and he's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go home with the girl you were about to marry, and we're gonna have fun.
That's right.
All right, the couple that watches days together.
Stays together.